There are people out there in the world that need to hear a certain message, and they can only hear it from you. So if you aren't sharing your message, if you are not talking to yourself in a car on a video, on a random day, then those people aren't going to ever hear that message. And that just really clicked in my head, because I was like, well, dang, I can convince myself all day, every day to not share what comes to my mind. But it's not about me. It's not about me talking and saying things and telling people what I think and what I feel isn't about me. It's about them. It's about the people that need to hear the message. And I also heard another thing recently that somebody said, like, the day and the age of the guru is coming to an end. Because it's not, this is along those same lines. Like, it's never been about the guru. It's always been about the message. It's always been about what needs to come through for people to hear and understand, to find the truth within themselves and within the world. There's been so much deception and misinformation and lies and all of that's been circulating on this planet for so long. And it's like the time is now to forget about it, right? Like, just forget about it. Let's stop believing all of these lies that were told to us. Let's finally receive the truth of the history of humans. And some of it is probably gonna suck to hear. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Some of it's going to shock you. Some of it's going to make you feel really sad and really angry. And that is our cross to bear as humans. Like, I think, do we keep going off of the misinformation and off of the lies? It's a shaky foundation. It's a foundation that, like, our history and our truth of who we are has been built on lies, essentially. And I don't know about you, but whenever I'm standing on something that feels like it's gonna fall out from underneath my feet, I'm gonna hop off that bitch real quick, right? I'm gonna hop off. I'm like, no, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna get hurt. I need to get off of this, right? So you can go down with a shaky foundation. You can go down with it. You can stand on and be like, yeah, this is where I want to live. This is like, I believe this stuff. This is my truth. But it's gonna fall, right? It's going to crumble underneath your feet. So now is the time for us as humans to step off of that shaky foundation, off of those things that we've believed about ourselves and humans and the humans of the past and everything that's happened on this planet up until this now moment, right? We need to step away and we need to look at it, because we've been on it, right? We've been standing on it. We've been living on it. We've been just 100% immersed in it. And that has not allowed us to ever step off of it and look at it from an outside perspective of being the observer of all of that. And that is the point in time that we are at right now. Okay? We're at the point in time where now we have the ability to realize, like, dang, I've believed to be the truth is, I can't deal with that noise. I hate little noises. Noises! Anyway, now is the time for us to, we actually get that choice. We get to have that choice of being able to realize, one, the foundation that we have been standing on has been weak and is not supported by truth. It's supported by lies. It's supported by debauchery. It's not going to carry us into the future that we are headed towards, that is our truth, that is who we truly are. We have to step off of the old foundation so we can look at it, and see it for what it is. And once we see it for what it is, there's no going back. There's absolutely no going back, because I feel like once we actually step off of it is the time where it finally crumbles, because we are able to see it. We actually can see it for what it is. And we can start tearing it down and being like, dang, we can't live on this anymore. This isn't going to work. We have to tear it down brick by brick. We have to figure out who we are without a foundation that is built on lies. We have to find our truth. We have to look for our truth. We have to see our truth. And once that truth is there, we have to accept it with open arms. And it's gonna feel awesome. Like, I feel like probably some people think like, oh no, that's gonna suck. Like, no, this is gonna be awesome. Like, what we've been seeing as our truth is sucky. Like, we all know that. I have called this world for a very long time. We live in the backwards world. We live in the backwards world. Nothing makes sense. Everything sucks. All right, I can't say that. Everything doesn't suck. I usually just say it's the backwards world because it is. It doesn't make sense. And once we start to unravel all of these things that have never made sense as to why we are the way we are, why we've allowed like life to just go unchecked for so long, like once all of that truth comes, once that shit hits the fan, there's no going back. And like the truth of who we actually are without the lies, with understanding and love and light and truth, like that is worth fighting for. That is worth letting the old crumble. It's worth it. It's so worth it. Like, we are so close. We're so close to finally understanding. We're so close to finally remembering who we are. So now's not the time to play small, and that's why I am choosing to speak up. That's why I know that, I don't care if I reach 1,000 people, 100 people, 5 people, one person. Like, I don't care, because I know that the message that is coming through is meant to reach the people that it's meant to reach. And I am the only one who can deliver that message to those people, because it's all about frequency, right? It's all about the voice, the frequency, the tone. It's all about how, the frequency that I'm on is only able to be reached. I'm only able to reach the frequency that I'm on, right? So the frequency of other people let's put it this way. Say I'm on the frequency of, I'm literally just making up a random number, the number 5. I'm on that frequency. I'm on that radio bandwidth. I'm on that radio station. You can't find me unless you go to that frequency. That's my voice. My voice is my frequency, right? So, actually, let me go straight. So let's just say, for example's sake, that the frequency of 5 is missing something until I start transmitting on that frequency. That frequency is like silent. There's nothing happening. So the people that are on that frequency, they try to go to that 5, and they don't hear anything until I start sharing my message, or you, right? So say it for yourself too. Like, we can all take this as an example of what we say matters. Even if it's just like la 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 la, right? Like, maybe somebody fucking needs to hear that. Do you need to hear la 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 today? Because I got lots of those. Okay, so are you following me though? I and you and anybody who feels like they have any sort of message to put out there, we just have to start speaking. We have to talk. We have to transmit our words into the frequencies or into the airwaves, right? Because air is all around us, so my sound is being transmitted now. So for all those on the frequency of 5, we're just going to go with that. I didn't say that randomly. 5's always been my favorite number, so maybe that's my frequency wave, right? So I'm sorry if you have been trying to hear something, if you knew that you were missing out on something this whole time. I'm sorry that it took me so long. I really am. I'm sorry. But I'm hoping that now that I am letting the words flow through me, that it is helping you in some way, that this message has reached you. You're not alone. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are in the process of not only being found, but also finding yourself. And so just don't give up. Like, now is the time for all of us to unite. If you think that your voice should be locked away in a cage and that it's pointless and nobody is going to benefit from what you have to say, I think for me specifically, I didn't think that. Like, my whole life, I'll just let you in on a little, like, about me. I'm sorry. I really like these earrings. I, like, want them to stay up because I just really love this shape, and it's fancy. And I don't get to dress fancy a lot because I have a child and I am a stay-at-home mom and blah, blah, blah. But the point that I'm trying to make is I have always been different. Like, I've always looked people in the eyes when I was talking to them up until a certain point in my life. And I was always super innocent and just happy and loved everybody. And everybody felt like they could talk to me. And I was that. I was that for so long. And I let that part of myself, or maybe I needed to go through this, but that part of myself slowly faded away. And I watched it go. I watched it completely fade away, and she's always been there in the background. She's always been a part of me. And she hasn't been really gone for that long. I would say maybe like, I don't know, 5-6 years. Like, I held on to that part of myself for a very long time. But when we're here on this earth, like, we're here to experience what it's like to be a human. And I think that I had to come down into the density of this planet, and I had to allow myself to get kind of swept away in what it's all about. And I've done that, and now I'm, peeking out the other side like, dang, that sucked. But I also now understand humans, and I understand why we are the way that we are. And I think there's a huge amount of information, as we all know, that is about to come out about and give us a lot more clarity and understanding. So we're not in the dark anymore. Like, all of the stuff that has been hidden away in secrecy and in the dark, and just like, it's just been like this, like, part of us that has been there, but has been, I guess, just not publicly known for a purpose. And now it's time for all of that to come out. It's time. I tried to start talking about this, I don't know, a while ago, probably, I don't know. Time is so weird, but I did try to start talking about this probably 5-6 years ago. I think that my time frames are off, because I said that as an example of when I lost that part of myself. But maybe that is. I think I was trying to talk about it, like, because I was understanding things, and information had been coming out in, like, spiritual groups and stuff, but I didn't, I think that I tried to start talking about this stuff then, and then that's kind of when I went through a forgetting, like, and just like a complete immersion into just the darkness of being a human. Mine was not anything in comparison to what a lot of people go through. But yeah, and so now it's just all starting to come to light, and it's like this crazy moment in time where you just feel like we're on the brink of so much, because finally, like, truth is starting to be told, because there's a turning point in existence in the universe right now, and there's only so long that the light can be dimmed on humanity and in our hearts. There's only so long that can happen. Like, it's like the darkness has had its time, right? But, I was saying, when I did start to try to talk about this stuff back probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, I really was feeling it. Like, I was feeling it. I wanted to talk to people. I wanted to explain to people, but I had to go through that moment of, like, okay, 1, people aren't ready to hear it. 2, I had to, it was like I still had judgment in my heart about all of it, right? I was trying to, like, be that, like, truth teller and just, power to the people and everything, which is not, it's not a bad thing, but also I think now I'm at a more mature level and understanding to be able to say it from a more of an observer role, and from that of love and not judgment and hate, because we don't need more judgment and hate. We need less of it. We need to see all the stuff that I'm talking about. We need to uncover it. We need to shine the flashlight on it. We need to shine the sunlight on it, bring it to the daylight, and so that we can actually see, like, oh dang, we got to clean all this up. Like, this stuff needs to be cleaned up. It's time for it to go. I see it. I love it. I don't love that it happened, right? I'm not, I love evil. I love death. I love murder. I love rape. No, I don't love that stuff. Like, I don't love that it has happened, but all of that stuff has been in the dark, so we haven't been able to give it enough love. I think all of that stuff has been able to exist for a long period of time because it was in the dark, because it was just like strangled of love and light. Like, it was able to survive in the darkness for that long. But once the light is shined on it, once love is sent to those dark places of humanity, of the hearts of the people, once love is sent, once light starts to penetrate all of those places, it is transmuted. That cannot exist anymore. It's not possible. It's not possible. So if you feel so like our planet is coming to an end, like we have nothing to live for, there's no hope, I'm talking to your heart right now, because it's not true. This stuff is happening so that we can transmute it, so that we can love it back into wholeness, so that we can take those broken parts of ourselves, of humanity, of the world, and we can make it whole again. Help it to remember who it actually is. The darkness is not the darkness. It was starved of light and love. It was literally scared. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping you're understanding this, because I think it's such a huge message that needs to be heard by people right now. And me and everybody, like, we all need to be on the same page here. There's gonna be a lot of people that are going to be in an uproar over the information that's coming out, and that are just going to be completely broken and shattered. And I think we have to let those people, and if that's you, you have to let yourself go through those feelings. You have to allow those emotions to come up. Like, there's so many layers to all of this, but feeling the feels is not something that should be, like, taken away. That needs to happen. You need to feel the feelings. You need to cry. You need to feel the anger. You need to release it so it can be purged and released from your body. Like, I've gone through that. I've gone through so much of that. So many of us have gone through it. We've taken the burden on before other people did. There's been like a soft disclosure of all this information for the past, I don't know how long, but for a while now. And so the fact that it's coming out now, like, people like me and whoever else has gone through understanding and digesting all of this before everybody else, so we can help you not fall into the darkness with all of that information. Like, we are here for you, and we've gone through it, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, this is not the end, this is just the beginning, but we have to go through this hard part first. Okay? I think that's all I'm going to say today. I think that's all that needs to be said at this moment. Things are going to start getting better, not worse, but we have to, like, the rug has been pulled out from under our feet, and we see all of the stuff that's been under it this whole time, that's been just there the whole time, but we didn't know. And so now we're in the cleanup phase, right? It's time to clean up. It's time to remember who we are. Don't let the negative factions that have been allowing all of this darkness to exist, don't give them your power. Do not give them your power. Do you understand me? Keep your power to yourself. Take back your power. Take back your light, and keep shining it, because soon, and very soon, we will have cleaned up what needs to go. We will be able to start building our fresh foundation on truth and love and light, and it's going to be great. I know it. I fucking know it. So you believe that, you trust that, know that things are not ending. This is the final clearing before our new beginning. And don't you forget it. Alright, that was lame, but I hope it wasn't. Alright, I gotta go. Bye.